Hola, it's Donna, your homegrown gourmet, part of the Gourmet and Good Enough team with my sister Diane. And this week is Cinco de Mayo, and what better way to celebrate than with chips, salsa, and queso dip. So let's get started. I started by cutting up some corn tortillas, and what I did was I cut them in half and then in thirds. I put them on a cookie sheet, sprayed them with a little bit of oil, and they have been in the oven 350 for 10 minutes. Now I'm going to flip them over, give them 10 more minutes so they get nice and crispy, and then we're going to hit them with some seasonings. So let me start on another tray. I'm going to take my tortillas, and these are corn tortillas. They have the best flavor. And then I'm going to cut it in half, and then I cut it in thirds. So we'll do a third and a third. And I think that's a nice size chip. Then we just have to arrange them on our cookie sheet. Single layer. This makes a lot of chips. Now you can fry them, but I think this is a little healthier. It helps, I can control how much oil I'm using. Okay, so like I said, I cut it in half, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut in thirds. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and spray this with some oil, and I have this handy pump, and I like it because I can put whatever kind of oil that I like, and then I can control how much I'm putting on. Okay. In the oven, 350, 10 minutes. Okay, my first batch is done. So now what I'm going to do is immediately hit it with some salt. I want to put a little bit of cumin on here. So let's hit it with some cumin all around. Oh, it smells good. And then we end with zest of a lime. So let's do some lime zest all over. Okay. And then in my bowl. Oops. And then I just have to wait for the rest of the chips. Okay, so here is my last tray of chips, and I'm going to finish it with salt, cumin, and then lime zest. And then I have already got my items ready for my queso dip, so we'll get started on that. Okay, so I have everything I need for the queso dip, so let's get started. I have a tablespoon of oil that I've heated up. And I'm going to add a chopped onion. These are a couple of spring onions that I've chopped the white parts. And I saved the green for garnish. Give that a minute or so to get started. I have one chopped seeded Roma tomato, finely chopped. 2 garlic cloves. 1 jalapeno sliced, seeds removed. I'm going to add some cilantro, about a tablespoon. I'm going to save some for garnish. And then I have 1 can, 12 to 15 ounces of evaporated milk. And I have taken about 4 tablespoons out of that and made a slurry with a tablespoon of cornstarch. So let me add my slurry. And we're going to heat this until it starts to thicken. And then we'll add our cheeses. Okay, it's starting to thicken. And I'm going to add some queso blanco, and that is just a mild Mexican white cheese. It has nice melting properties. I have a total of about 8 ounces of cheese, and I'm also adding part of that 8 ounces, some cheddar and Monterey Jack that I have shredded. So I'm going to let this melt in a little bit, and then I'll add the other cheeses. Okay, I'm ready for my other cheeses. I'll just add a little at a time, mix it in. And allow it to melt. I'm ready for some seasonings. I'm going to hit it with a little salt and pepper. Cumin. A little bit of cayenne, and some onion powder. Give it a little taste test. I think I could use a little more cumin. And that's it. We are ready to party. Here is my celebration for Cinco de Mayo. We have our homemade chips with cumin and salt and a nice lime zest on it. And then my queso dip, which has tomato, jalapeno, onion. Garlic. Oh, that's delicious. All those nice cheeses. And then I even took out of my pantry last fall, I made salsa verde dip. And that's just, I used some green tomatoes, a lot of jalapeno, a lot of oregano, onion, vinegar, and made the most wonderful salsa verde. The only thing left is a little cerveza. And we have a celebration. Adios!